What's up, guys? I'm Ryan Bourne, co-founder and CEO of Cloud Campaign, the easiest way to grow your brand on social media. And today I want to talk to you about getting started with social media. Recently, we started partnering with different VCs, accelerators, and funds up in the Bay Area to try and get early stage companies onto social media and help them grow their brand and raise brand awareness. And one thing that we've really noticed is a lot of people don't know how to get started. It can seem overwhelming if you don't really know which metrics to measure, what to look for, and even what content to be posting on social media. And so that's really what I want to tackle today, is helping you develop a strategy and an approach to actually see results on social media and start raising brand awareness. Typically, what we'll recommend is this three-pronged approach. And so the first part of it is sharing curated content. Curated content is content that is written or published by other companies in your space that are not direct competitors. And the main value of this is it allows you to become an authority in the space. By sharing all these relevant articles that are providing value to your followers, they're going to start associating your brand and your name, with these other companies and kind of put you on that same level. Also, since you're providing value, you're gaining trust from your followers. So that would be step one. Step two is sharing your evergreen content. So if you're not already doing any kind of content marketing, I'd recommend getting started with that. You can do it yourself. You can always hire a freelancer. There are a lot of freelancers or even digital marketing agencies that will do ghost blogging. Essentially, they will create the content, they'll blog, maybe they'll film YouTube videos for you, and then you can share it under your brand. And that's a great way to raise awareness about your brand and provide value for your customers. And in those, don't be afraid to mention your brand, or maybe have a call to action that will send customers back to your website, so then you can eventually see returns from all the effort. So again, evergreen content, I would recommend using a drip schedule. Typically, any social media post is seen by less than 5% of your followers. So by using a drip schedule and repurposing that content on social media with different captions every time is a great way to increase publicity and then drive more traffic to that great content that you're creating, that you're spending a lot of time on. So a few different areas you can focus on: blog posts. You can kind of talk about behind the scenes, starting a company, different aspects of a startup that you think people will be interested in, or you can talk more about, changes within industry, very industry specific things, or maybe even features or improvements to your product that you've been working on. So there's a lot of different ways you can go with that. Definitely get started today, though. The sooner you get started with it and have a cadence, the easier it's going to be. You can also do YouTube channels. Build a YouTube channel and do YouTube videos. It is time consuming, it takes a lot of effort, but again, it's a great way to kind of put a face to the brand, increase publicity, and people like to listen and watch videos much more than they like to read, especially if they're on the run. It's a lot easier to just put your headphones in and put a YouTube video on. Also, in that evergreen content, I recommend links to your website, as well as any kind of mock-ups. If you have software company that you're starting and you have mock-ups of what you're working on or kind of finished products, that's a good place to add those in with your drip schedule on social media. The last bit, the third prong to our three-prong approach, is informational content. Recently, I was talking to the marketing manager at Mint by Intuit, and she was saying that they increased engagement with millennials by 1.5%, 1.5x, 150%, by just creating these very easy to understand informational graphics. Essentially, they were informing people, mostly millennials, on social media what common financial terms mean in a very easy to digest way. And again, I'd recommend doing that maybe once a week. We do it every Wednesday. We just post a very simple marketing term and then the definition of it. And that's just the easy way for people to get more value out of following you on social media. They see your branding, they get more familiar with your company, your logo, and hopefully that will gain and instill trust in your brand. That way, when you eventually do go to sell them, if you have a sales team reaching out, through inbound leads, hopefully it'll be a warm welcome and it'll be easier sale. So that's it for this episode. Again, 3-pronged approach: share curated content, use drip schedules to recycle evergreen content, essentially everything from your content marketing efforts, and share easy to digest informational content. Thanks guys, check back next week for another video.